Alright, so this is kind of an emergency video because this card seems cracked and has the potential not only to shake up the metagame, but to break Yu-Gi-Oh! As a whole. This is the new Triple Tactics card, and basically this is what it says. It says, let's say you have this card in your hand. It's a normal spell, and it basically says when your opponent activates an effect during your main phase, a monster effect, then you can activate this card. And then you get two effects. If they control a monster, you get to add any spell and trap from your deck to your hand. And if they don't control a monster, you get to set any spell and trap, normal spell and trap, by the way, onto the field. Meaning, if your opponent hand traps you going first, you can activate this card, set any trap in the game. Say, hey, I want Dimension Shifter. Not Dimension Shifter, Dimensional Barrier, D-Barrier. I can just search that now. Because my opponent's going to hand trap me one way in my combo. This card can search it. And set it. How stupid is that? Not to mention, not only does it allow you to do that, but let's say it's going second, right? Your opponent activates the card. You activate this card after they negate something. And boop, you add a Dark Ruler to your hand. Then you can just activate the Dark Ruler. So, when I first read this card, I thought you couldn't activate the cards you add to hand. Because there's a clause on there that says, you cannot activate the card this turn. But my friend clarified it to me, that's only for the set cards. I mean, you can't activate let's say you search a trap card using an no monsters, and it got set. Well, they can't activate that trap card this turn, so you can't just Reckless Greed 2. But that doesn't matter, because this card literally reads, search Dark Ruler no more. Search Forbidden Droplet. Search any one-card starter. You want to search Nadir Servant? You can search Nadir Servant. You want to search Engage? This can search Engage. You want to search any trap? Any spell? Go on, do it. This card breaks Yu-Gi-Oh! No joke. It's going to be played going first. It's going to be played going second as a main deck staple. This card is honestly bannable if it's reading correctly. If you can let's say if your opponent controls a monster, add any spell and trap from your deck, going second is going to be so fucking good. Because most decks only have like one spell and trap negate at most. Honestly, usually they don't. Tier Elements don't make a spell and trap negate. They usually just go for the whole, I get a floodgate trap card and win the game. But let's say you're going against second. You're going against a deck like, let's say, Sword Soul. That's a pretty rogue 2-ish deck. Even though like a tier 1, tier 2-ish deck. Okay, you're going against Sword Soul, right? They activate a card effect during your turn. That's fine. You activate this card. Search Evenly Match. Search Dark Ruler no more. Search anything. That's so good. Search Lightning Storm. Search Interrupted Kaiju Slumber. Search a one-card starter. Search Nadir Servant. Search Engage. Search anything. This card just says, hey, let me just add a card to hand. Now, don't get me wrong. You can action this card. You can negate this card. But still, this card's kind of cracked. Because if you don't have the interruption to this spell card, they can search any normal spell, which is fantastic. And it's broken, and I can't wait to see how people react to it. Anyway, y'all see ya. Bye.